Hello everybody, welcome back to Ghostly French Toast and 100 subscribers, woo! And celebrating 100 subscribers, I'm doing something that some of my fans have been wanting me to do for a while, and that's a Zelda Breath of the Wild video. And today we're doing the Guardians. Let's dive on. The Guardians, along with the 4 divine beasts, were originally created by an ancient predecessor to man, or whatever you call the Breath of the Wild, or whatever you want to call them, people. I'm calling them men, because that's what they are, people. Thousands of years before the events of Breath of the Wild, the Guardians were tasked with protecting Hyrule and aiding Princess Zelda, Princess of Hyrule, and the hero in defeating and sealing away Calamity Ganon. However, upon the second rise of Calamity Ganon, the beast corrupted and took control of the Guardians, turning them against Hyrule. Something that I think is neat about the new Breath of the Zelda timeline, it's not really new, it's just a part of it, but I'm just calling it new because it's kind of like a soft reboot kind of deal, is that it's much more technology based, and I actually really like the concept. It reminds me of Dark Souls, more Bloodborne than, because with the Guardians it reminds me of basically the whole Gwen storyline. It's weird, I don't know, it just gives me some Dark Soul vibe feels, even though it's like a medieval kind of game, you know. Alright, back to the lore. 100 years before the event of the game, King Roman of Hyrule became aware of the prophecy and the inevitable return of Calamity Ganon. That's after basically they heard of like the Shaquille relics, all that kind of stuff. So they basically went on a hunt for things that can kill Ganon, and that's where they found the Guardians and the Divine Beast. The Guardians were basically protectors, like sentries. They basically protected Hyrule. That was their plan, at least. And the Divine Beasts were things that can kill Ganon and all that. Calamity Ganon, not just regular Ganon. And they basically put together a task force to pilot the Divine Beasts. And Princess Zelda was basically at the helm. She was like the leader of the group. And upon their discovery, King Roman decided to basically excavate everything. And while the champions were making preparations for the battle against Calamity Ganon, Ganon reappeared and devastated the kingdom of Hyrule by taking control of the Guardians and the Divine Beast, turning them against the humans, and basically having to fight. This basically ruined humanity, because they were putting all of their hopes into these weapons and mechs, but they just turned out to be failures. That's something I enjoy about the lore. The heroes don't really win at the start, you just gotta, 100 years after Great Calamity, while Link slept, were called by the Age of Burning Fields. During this time, the people of Hyrule learned to avoid the Guardians and survive. Some brave soul fought against them, and most attempts were ended in failure. One such failure was the Battle of Akala between the Guardians and Hyrule's remaining soldiers and knights. The battle ended in a valiant last stand at Akala's citadel, where Hyrule's army put up a fierce resistance before becoming overwhelmed by the sheer number, because these are machines. You can keep making machines over and over again. Other attempts proved more successful. One such attempt was when the father of the late Zora champion, Milfa, King Dorfin, defended Zora's domain from a guardian who wandered into his kingdom. King Dorfin uses supernatural strength to throw the guardian down a ravine, destroying it. Additionally, Robbie encountered several guardians while traveling to a Kichan lighthouse to set basically the Aquila ancient text lab shortly after the Great Calamity had ended. He used his knowledge of their weakness to defeat them one by one before finally reaching the lighthouse and defeating the Guardians, provided Robbie with more than enough materials to continue his research. Several broken remains are even in the scrap yard, containing many broken Guardians can be found in the ancient tech lab. Alright, thank you for listening, and see you next time on Ghostly French Toast. Bye.